What's good? This is JVB back with another video. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to continue to say it, but ladies and gentlemen, we may have ourselves a franchise quarterback. I know it's crazy as hell to think about, but Caleb Williams continues to grow right before our eyes every single week, from the bad performance in week 1 to now week 6 in London. You know, I know it was a home game technically for the Chicago Bears, but the Chicago Bears were playing in London against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this Bears team went out there and they lit it up. 4 touchdown passes for Caleb Williams, 6 touchdown passes, 1 interception over the last couple of games. And I know some people are going to say it was against the Jaguars. It was against the Panthers. They played a Rams team that wasn't healthy. For me, I don't care, because this is all about the progression of Caleb Williams and the rise of this Chicago Bears team. And with this offense continuing to progress, Caleb Williams, the offensive line, big credit to the offensive line. I know Tevin Jenkins was questionable, but he played. And he and the offensive line, I know they gave up a few sacks, but they played well. DeAndre Swift is doing this thing, making me eat my words every single week. Roschon Johnson is doing this thing as the other running back, had a couple of big catches in the game. But if this offense is competent and this defense is this defense and they stay healthy, I know that's been an issue recently, this Chicago Bears team is going to be in every single game. Because even when Caleb didn't play well, that game against the Titans, the game against the Colts, the game against the Texans, yeah, they lost 2 of those 3. But the Bears were in every single game to the end. But back to Caleb Williams, man, breaking records. Only Bears rookie quarterback to throw for 4 touchdowns in a game. He had that one bad interception to DJ Moore where he underthrew him, but that's a part of the process. I've said it before and I'm going to continue to say it. We need to embrace the struggles of Caleb Williams because he is a young rookie quarterback. He isn't going to throw for 4 touchdowns in every single game. He's going to have some bad games. But if we continue to see him grow and get better and learn from those mistakes, that's all we can ask for. But the Bears' offense yesterday, it didn't even start off that well. The Jacksonville Jaguars dominated the time of possession because the Bears' offense couldn't get anything going. 2 straight 3-and-outs to start the game. Then the long snapper, the backup long snapper, Daly, he gets hurt. So now the emergency backup long snapper is Cole Kmet. And it's funny because once that happened, that's when everything clicked for the offense. They told themselves, we are not going to punt this damn ball. And they didn't need to. Speaking of Cole Kmet, 2 touchdowns in the game. He had the Angry Man touchdown to start the festivities. And then he had another touchdown later in the game to go along with being the long snapper. So Cole Kmet, you know, including with the blocking and everything, he had a hell of a day. DJ Moore didn't have the game he had last week. He was banged up here and there throughout the game, but guess who stepped up? The veteran, Mr. Third Down himself, Keenan Allen, had his best game so far as a Chicago Bear. 2 touchdown catches, and the thing that I really liked is he didn't have the prototypical Keenan Allen type of game. The 10, 11 receptions, 100 some odd yards. He had 5 receptions in the game. I believe all of his receptions, including the 2 touchdowns, were first downs. But to have another receiver, a veteran the caliber of Keenan Allen that knows how to get open, this is why you go out and you acquire a guy like Keenan Allen. Because real talk, everybody isn't going to get fed every single week. This week it was Keenan Allen and Cole Kmet. DJ had a couple of receptions. Rome Odunze had a couple of nice receptions, but everybody's not going to eat in every single game. That's just the fact of the matter. But, you know, the lack of weapons that we've seen here in Chicago over the last 10 years or so, I welcome it. The more weapons you have on offense, the better for me. But a really good game from the Bears offense: Caleb Williams, Cole Kmet, Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift with over 100 combined yards in the game. This offense is clicking, man. And, you know, I get it. They traveled to London, but it kind of sucks that they going on by because they playing so well right now. We got to hope to see that this momentum continues going into week 8. But the offense played well, and the defense is pretty damn good as well. A defense that was without Jaquan Brisker, Terrell Smith, Tariq Stevenson. Kyler Gordon got hurt during the game, did not come back. But the other guys in the secondary stepped up. You know, Jalen Jones, Josh Blackwell with the interception in the game, Elijah Hicks. These guys stepped up to the plate, and this Bears defense continuing to roll. Yeah, they gave up 2 touchdowns, you know, later in the game. I feel like the game was pretty much over at that point, especially that second touchdown to Gabe Davis. And oh, by the way, those 2 touchdowns came after Kyler Gordon got hurt. Because when he was in the game, Kyler Gordon was going crazy. He was all over the place. He was a man on fire, and he had a really good game. And unfortunately, he got hurt with the hamstring injury. But overall, this defense played well. So another complete win from the Chicago Bears team, and that's what you want to see. I'm not saying they're going to have a deep run into the playoffs, but I do believe this could be a wild card team. After the bye, the schedule will get tougher, but I think this Bears team is up for that. I think they're ready for that. I believe this team really likes each other. And I know that sounds like something little, but I think these guys really galvanize and they come together and they have fun. We saw that in the game yesterday. We saw everybody smiling and all happy yesterday, and the camaraderie is there. And yes, winning does play a big part of it, but you just see it with this Bears team. They have an energy that we haven't seen in a really long time. And that includes previous playoff teams back in the day. This team could have came into London mad as hell, jet lagged, complained about, playing a home game in London. They're playing a team in the Jaguars who won their first game last week, but it's still a desperate team. A desperate team that knows they need to play better. Playing in London, which is basically their second home. But none of that mattered. Because even after the slow start, the Chicago Bears, they turned it around and they scored 5 touchdowns in that game. They dominated that game. So I don't care what nobody says. To me, that was impressive. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this team comes out in week 8 on the road. A big-time matchup between number 1 overall and number 2 overall. And I know that Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders, they lost that game to Baltimore yesterday. But they're a good team. But I believe the Chicago Bears are also a good team. These may not be Super Bowl contenders, elite teams, but these are teams on the rise. So it's going to be very entertaining to see Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears team go head-to-head against Jaden Daniels and the Washington Commanders in D.C. But that's all I got for this video. I am out. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video, share the video, and do not forget to subscribe to the the channel. Until next time, take it easy. God bless. Peace. Bear down.